good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Jets.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. Dancing to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. You talk about this Jets defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There have been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
That was in diapers. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
19 tight, 19 tight. Set, hurt. 65 track, 65 track.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Gano's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Ready.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
70 Lions. Ready.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Javonte Williams.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 67 yards.
just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Williams.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for him first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes it now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
And he'll get this down to the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41.
77 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
The Jets at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this is caught by Evans. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Clock keeps moving.
11 more on that one and another 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Second down and 6 now.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Williams running left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Rig alert, rig alert. Go.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They run. It's Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to line up the safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play, and on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Now Stroud.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down, Williams. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
18.
Stroud.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
3rd and goal. Stroud.
Toward the pylon, caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Javonte Williams.
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Fighting his way through contact. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3.
Williams will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Javonte Williams
on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
This is Smith with the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
On the ready. Go check. Go check. Ready.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Pierce is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers get a bit closer.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Makes the score Jets 30, Steelers 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And this will not be a good return. He's out of bounds at the 12.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're
and now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
65 cat, 65 cat. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. The quick feet by Jackson. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material.
Touchdown! Mike Evans with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. The risk reward, the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep. Those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2nd and 13. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now an audible here into something else.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Stroud to throw it.
He completes it to Evans.
Into space at the 45.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here's Stroud. This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Cut 19!
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Stroud.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Jets.
Javonte Williams
From a yard out. And the Jets are pouring it on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Juju Brents.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that in.
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
3rd
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they're spending a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down.
Got it. Ready? Buffalo 18.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw.
That's complete to Tony.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to...
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Now here's a throw that's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his...
Gano out to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Stroud's throw taken in by Evans here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
And he'll have a Jets first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take a like total at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
79 Broncos.
Stroud sets up the play action.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Get this out left, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 57, Steelers 17.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. The offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try the left side here with Williams. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
Let's go. Ready.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Again, it's Williams. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Check smash. Check smash.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Hustle, hustle.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And in the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll set up to throw. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. He's to the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. So they obviously decline that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
After the pick-6, they go right back to the air.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Dragon 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That is caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to...
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Juju Brents.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.